Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you. Of course, please be joined by Sean Latham of Lakeland Football. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. I know last night was tough, but overall, still a solid start to the season.
I agree. As strong as we wanted to start, we're on track to do good things here.
Yeah. Okay, so for people that don't know, what position do you play?
So I started the season at quarterback, but because of personnel changes, I've moved around our offense quite a bit. I've been put at slot. I've been put in at split end, and I've moved around defense a little bit, some free safety, and even some corner.
Okay. So what's it just like to kind of move around everywhere a little bit?
I like it. I makes me feel engaged, and I feel like I got to know everything. I don't mind it at all. It Any way I can really help the team is what my goal is. So if the coaches need me somewhere, I'm ready to play it.
How would someone describe you on the football field?
I think someone would describe me as more of an athlete, not someone stuck to a single position, someone that can do almost everything up to standards in our program. That's how I think someone would describe me.
Yeah. So kind of talk about just I know obviously last year was not the best for you guys. And I know that obviously you've had to face some adversity this year as well. But going in 3-2, it's not a bad start to the year, but really just to have the success that you guys are having right now.
Right. Um, I think 3-2 is a good start, and I think it's just something we need to build off to get up to more wins, less losses. I mean, that's always the goal, I guess.
Yeah. So going into this year, what were some of the biggest things that you worked on during this summer?
This summer, I worked on becoming just a better athlete, becoming a better player, becoming more explosive, and learning our offense, knowing where everything is going to be during every play, knowing everyone's positions, knowing what everybody is doing on every play, and physically just like becoming more explosive, becoming quicker, and working on a way to score touchdowns.
Yeah. Okay, so I know that obviously a lot of people would also know you for baseball as well. How do you I know that being a multi-sport athlete is, a challenge in itself, especially during your summer. When you're playing summer ball and honestly getting ready for football and with 7-on-7s and all that. How how do you handle just everything at once? Because some people are really good at it and some people struggle with it.
I find time to manage both sports. So I'll devote certain time to baseball and then I'll devote certain time to football. I try never to have an off season. I always try and work on both at the same time. So I'm never putting baseball away or I'm never putting football away till next season. And so I'm always getting better. And maybe during summer ball, I'm a little less into football, but once fall starts up, I'm more into football. And then I'm still not less into baseball, but I just micromanage kind of both of them and give each of them the respective amount of time.
Yeah. Speaking of baseball, how did that go this season?
This season went well. Lakeland was district and league champs, 5-time league champs, back-to-back district champs. So that's a successful season to me. Looking to build off that season. Going into next, we want to move past districts, maybe win a regional, possibly even win a state championship. That's the goal.
Okay, so I know that this is. Are you surprised that I mean, I always ask this for everybody. Is it surprising that you're already at your senior year already, Sean?
It really is. I've thought about it, but I haven't really quite wrapped my head around that this within the next month could possibly be my last few football games. I haven't really wrapped it around, so like it hasn't hit me quite yet, but uh, it is surprising that it's already here.
Okay. All right. Well, going into these next, okay, let me ask you this actually. How do you mentally get ready for a football game?
I listen to a lot of music and try and tone out distractions. I know everybody around school, everybody around the other school, they're going to be talking, and I just tune that out and try not to listen to it and just think about what I can do to do my job to the best of my ability and get the job done.
Okay. Um, and finally, what do you feel like, obviously some big games coming up, with Mott and South Lyon and then some other, and then of course Northern and Milford to finish out the year. What these next four games are going to be critical. What do you feel like you guys got to do to get the next win of the season against Mott?
Just execute, get our jobs done. Everybody, all 11 guys, every play, we need to do our jobs and we'll win plays. We got the personnel, we got the talent, we got the guys to do it. We just if we hold back our own errors, I don't think anybody I can't see anybody beating us. We would only beat ourselves, but I don't think that'll happen. I think we're all in good shape and I think we're going to be ready these next 4 weeks.
All right. All right, Sean, let's get to know you a little bit. How about that?
Okay.
So favorite high school football moment that you've had?
Ooh, my favorite high school football moment was definitely winning last year at homecoming. We were big underdogs, and South Line East was supposed to come in and beat us up, but we game planned and we played it really well. And just winning at homecoming and then having that environment, the dance, all that was really fun. That was probably my favorite memory so far.
Yep.
If not that, I'd say winning at the big house again against South Lyon East, being underdogs again. We weren't supposed to win that game, but we rolled into the big house. We knew what we needed to do, and we got the job done. And that was a really cool experience.
Yeah, I was just about to ask that. How did it feel like playing there?
Oh, it was awesome. It was surreal. You run out there, and obviously the stands weren't packed as it would be for a Michigan game, but just looking at all the seats, looking how big the press box is, it was a really cool experience, and it was really cool playing there.
Mm-hmm. Favorite player you grew up watching, or this could be baseball, football, or any other sport.
Um, I'll give you both. So my favorite football player growing up was Tom Brady. Uh, he's the GOAT, so I
Yeah.
looked up to him. I liked watching him. I liked watching the 28-3 comeback. It's really impressive, and I'm glad I got to be a part of watching it. Such a generational talent. Baseball, another one of the best of all time. I really liked watching Yadier Molina. I aspire to be like him as I'm a catcher, so I think just watching him just dominate behind the plate, I think that was really cool to watch.
And finally, not to put you on the spot, but what is something people do not know about you?
Something people do not know about me is mm, I love to snowmobile. I love to be up north. I love to be outdoors, and I love to I love to race around on a snowmobile.
All right. Well, Sean, thanks so much for coming on here, and best of luck the rest of the season.
Of course, thank you, and thank you for having me.